insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
All right, welcome to Beyond the Lines, powered by Wizard Sport Picks. I'm Tom Macrina, and this is your Monday, January 5th edition. Today, we're going to deep dive into NBA and NHL slates for Monday. I'll give you my quick hits for every game on Monday, NHL and NBA. Before we kick off, smash that thumbs up button, hit the bell to subscribe, join our daily dose of winning picks for the best handicappers in the game. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who's your lock for Monday's slate? I'm reading and replying to every single one. Also, make sure you head over to wizardsportspicks.com for my premium plays and check out our leaderboard. I'm dominating the basketball charts. Just enter your email for daily free picks and the hottest cappers. Certainly prime time for sports betting. So let's stack that bankroll and make January 1 to remember. So let's get to it. No Monday Night Football this week, and there's no soccer. We should have both next week. But for this week, we'll just quick hit. We'll start out with the NBA. So we'll go through all Monday's slate. I'll tell you my thoughts. There are some plays I like, some I don't like. Some are leans. If you want to go over to Wizard Sports Picks, you could check out all my premium plays. I have a bunch of NBA and NHL. I do well in both sports. So the first one we'll go with is the New York Knicks at the Detroit Pistons. That's at 7 o'clock. So these teams are two of the East better teams early in the season. Pistons, they're pretty tops in the conference, while the Knicks are behind. They're chasing. Detroit, they have a strong home record, and they also have depth, which it contrasts with New York's inconsistent road offense. New York is inconsistent on the road, and that is something we'll have to look at. But I think the Knicks can slow down Detroit's efficient scoring here. The Pistons are going to have to play with energy. They're going to have to stay in control in this game. They actually did play on Sunday. They played at Cleveland. That was a win for them. But the Knicks here, they're favorite. They've won the last three in Detroit. I think I'm going to take the Knicks here. You could get them on the money line. Yeah, we'll take them on the money line at minus 135. So for our second game, it's the Bulls and the Celtics. That game's going to be at 7:30. Celtics are rolling here. Big win over the Clippers. Jaylen Brown scored 50 points. Bulls, they hover around 500. They're just all over the place every single game. You never know what you're going to get with this team. Boston's offense is clicking. They can really blow games open if they dictate the tempo early. And I think that's what we see here. Celtics, they look strong. I think the Bulls are going to have to hit shots early to hang around. I don't think that happens here. Celtics, big favorites. They've dominated the series. We'll take the big number with Boston. Right now, that's sitting at Boston minus 10.5. Our next game is the Atlanta Hawks at the Toronto Raptors. That game is also at 7:30. This looks like a balanced game to me. Two playoff-type teams. Raptors, they usually defend harder at home. Should be a close game. I favor the Raptors slightly because they are at home. Raptors have won and covered their last 5 versus Atlanta. So we're going to take the Raptors here. You can get that at minus 3.5 right now. So Raptors minus 3.5. Charlotte Hornets at Oklahoma City Thunder. That's at 8 o'clock. Thunder, we know they're one of the leagues. They are the best team in the league right now. Hornets, on the other hand, they're struggling. I do think the Thunder win comfortably. Hornets are going to need elite shooting to stay close in this game. But the Hornets have historically kept close against OKC, at least covering the number. I lean Charlotte here to cover the spread, but no play. That number currently is Oklahoma City is favored by 16.5. Our next game is the Phoenix Suns at the Houston Rockets. That game's going to be at 8 o'clock. Suns, they have offensive firepower, but defensively, they've been inconsistent. Rockets, they're strong. They're climbing. I don't know how Phoenix is going to handle Houston's pressure defensively. I do lean the Rockets at home. I think the Suns can keep it close with better shooting. I have no play here. Lean Rockets. That number is Rockets are favored by 7.5. I think that's a big number, but Phoenix did burn me on a 6.5 the other night. Denver Nuggets at Philadelphia 76ers. That game is at 8:30. I don't really like to bet on Sixers games. I'm from Philadelphia. I don't like to keep a bias in betting. But we have two solid teams here. Nuggets, they can score inside. 76ers, they have a balanced offense. I think we see a tight battle here. I do think Nuggets' versatile scoring gives them a slight edge, but no play here. Utah Jazz at the Portland Trailblazers. This one's going to be at 10 o'clock. Jazz are fighting for respect here. Blazers, they are inconsistent. They play decent at home. This seems like a pick'em game to me. I understand the home crowd could push the Blazers, but the Jazz have covered the last 7 versus Portland. So we're going to take the Jazz here at plus 5.5. Last game on the NBA slate is going to be the Golden State Warriors at the LA Clippers. This game is also at 10 o'clock. West rivalry. Warriors, they have good offensive efficiency. I guess it depends who plays this game, who you want to take. Clippers, they have a tough defense. I think the Clippers have a slight edge at home. The Warriors can win if shots fall. Again, it depends who's playing here. Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, and Steph Curry, they all missed the last game. Clippers, they've dominated this series other than an early season loss to Golden State. Clippers weren't looking like a good team back then. But Clippers have been playing better basketball. We'll take the Clippers on the money line. That's at minus 120. So that's our NBA slate. The NHL, we have 5 games on Monday. Let's go through those. First game is going to be the Rangers versus the Mammoth. Rangers are coming off a big Winter Classic moment. Mika Zibanejad, he had a hat trick. Overall offensive explosion. I think that momentum could carry forward. Mammoth, they're just an average team right now. I think New York should control the tempo. Even if they bring half of that energy that they brought to the Winter Classic, they should be fine here. Rangers have the depth. They have better special teams. The Mammoth, they have a lot of defensive lapses. The market does favor Utah here, as this line has dropped. We know about New York's struggles at Madison Square Garden, and Utah has played well on the road. But I think we need to back the momentum here and take the Rangers minus 125. Ducks at Capitals. Capitals are slight favorites. They've been a more consistent team. Ducks have struggled. They're actually looking to snap a 6 or a 5-game losing streak. Capitals, they've had recent tight games. They lost in the shootout to Chicago the last time out. So we see that they are beatable. They've actually lost their last 2. This game is whether Anaheim can find a spark or will Washington's steadier play prevail at home. I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen. The price on Washington, it seems right. The only reason I could see backing Anaheim is because they won against the Capitals 4-3 in overtime on December 5th in Anaheim. If I'm going to take anything here, it's going to be the over. Ducks have gone over in their last 5. Caps have went over in 5 of their last 6. And head-to-head, these teams have seen the over in their last 2. The over is at 6 right now, minus 118. I assume it closes at 6.5. I don't mind that either. Our next game is Red Wings versus Senators. Detroit is fighting for one of those top spots in the Atlantic. They have strong overall season. Ottawa is mid-pack, but it looks like they're starting to climb. Red Wings, recently they've been inconsistent. They struggle against good teams. I think that's something we have to monitor. They lost their last two. Ottawa has also lost their last two. I think special teams and goaltending could tilt this one. I can't take the Senators at this price. If this line moves towards Detroit, I'll take them. I do think we see a fair price at up to plus 125. So if you want to take Detroit now, that's fine. I do see value now, but I'm going to wait to see where this market goes. But I do lean Detroit here. I like them on this plus money. Our next game is the Kraken at the Flames. Both teams here, they bring different styles. Kraken are a structured defensive team, whereas the Flames, they show some flashes of scoring punch. You don't really hear much about the Flames, but I think this could be a close contest if the goaltending holds up. Actually, I think the first goal here matters. There's no market here, and there's no market movement here. I can't really stomach taking Calgary at that price. Some books, they do offer to score first and win market. So if I'm going to take anything, it'd be to back the Kraken there for a great plus money payout. So I like the Kraken to win, to score first and win at plus money. And then a final game we are going to talk about is the Wild at the Kings. So these teams just played. The Kings won in a shootout. Kings are dangerous at home. Wild have been consistent, and they do sit at the top of the Central, but we just saw that the Kings can beat this team. I think special teams and secondary scoring are going to decide this one. Wild did open up plus money. It looks like all plus money is gone. Actually, it looks like the Kings are going to close as a favorite. But the fact of the matter here is Wild struggle in LA. Kings have won 5 of their last 6 versus Wild at home. I think we're going to back them here at plus money. So to recap my plays for Beyond the Lines, January 5th, Knicks versus Pistons. We're going to take the Pistons on the money line, minus 135. The Jazz at the Trailblazers. We are going to take the Jazz at plus 5.5. Warriors versus Clippers. We're going to take the Clippers on the money line, minus 120. Mammoth versus Rangers. We're going to take the Rangers minus 125. And then Wild versus Kings. We're going to take the Kings at minus 105. So that's all for this week. I'll be back next week with some more winners. Make sure you tune in to January 7th as well for a premiere of Wizards Lair. It's a new weekly show, bar-type style of handicapping. So make sure you grab your favorite beverage and talk sports betting. You can find that on Wizard Sports YouTube channel. And for all my premium plays and best bets, head over to wizardsportspick.com right now. I'm Tom Macrina. You can find me on all social platforms at Rycape. Let's have a great week. And more importantly, let's cash some tickets.